Hello and welcome. This is the test race for the ItWorks Nascar Cup Series. Here from the Daytona International Speedway here in Daytona. English does not work. As you can see, if you just ignore this, you have to have a car to watch. Don't question it. I don't. Kensington does end up with a pole here for the test race. This literally does nothing. This is me testing to see how bad my recorder is. Come on, let me skip. We're gonna start with Kensington. There we go. And the race is on. Well, now as you can see, there are a lot of. Well, there's a gray car. I need to I'll fix that later. But as you can see, there's a lot of just plain white cars with text. Well, if you can't read the text, which you probably can't, it says you can own this car. That's because there's so many spots open. I might as well put that. Here we go. I do believe we're coming to the green. Do believe we're on the back stretch. Hold on. We are on the back stretch. Kensington will end up leading this 8-lap race. Well, most of this 8-lap race. Here we go, and here is your starting lineup. Kensington in first. 107 in your second spot. No, go back. Campbell in third. Well, Chris Campbell, right? Yeah, I think it's Chris Campbell in third. The 48 in fourth. 61 in fifth. C. Little Mock in 6th, 27 and 45, both taking up running up. I believe that should be a 9. Well, no, 9 and 10. 42 of Chris Johnson sitting there barely out of the top 10, side by side with L. Campbell. Here they come. I do believe that is turn number 3. Pace car should come down now. Pace car does end up going into the pits. And we're live here from Daytona International Speedway as the first lap of the first ever race begins. It does look like get up there, gee. Does look like 107 does end up taking the lead, but Kensington does end up taking it back down on the low line, taking a decent lead here to start off the first lap. Still on the bottom line with 107 sitting up on top of him. Very nice pack racing, very very close. The 42, I do believe, has dropped a position or two. I do believe he's now in 12th instead of 11th. I do believe our leader should still be the same. It is still Kensington. Sitting here, coming back to the checkered line. He does end up leading the first race here at the Daytona International Speedway for our test race to see if my computer can even handle this thing. It probably would if I turned down some of the settings, but you know what? Forget that. You gotta make it look somewhat nice, especially for a game this old. Kensington does start to get a little bit of a lead. I do think he got bumped there by... I do believe he got... No... I do believe he got bumped by the 48, but he is currently taking the top line finally, as 48 does come up below him. I do believe the 48 has stolen the lead. Yes, the 48 has definitely stolen the lead with the 102 right behind him and the 33 of Kensington not far behind. Taking the low line, 48 does end up leading this lap as the 102. I don't actually remember who that is. That is... I don't remember the first name. I need to do this. I'll figure it out. But Washington ended up sitting here in second place. I do believe that is High Lane Racing with the 48. Still your leader. We're gonna go. We're gonna. Come on. We're gonna watch it, as I do believe that oh yeah, I forgot. You can see it. I do believe that is the 17. Yeah, that is a Pontiac. I do believe that is the 17. That is the 17. Currently up behind our leader. Taking the low lane, 48 still in the lead, followed by I don't even know, because there is no number, there is no marking. That is the 45 as L. Campbell in your number 5. Hershey car sitting there in third, trying to catch back up and trying to take the lead for themselves. Does seem like the 48 got left out to dry here for a little while, dropping all the way back to, I do believe he's going to end up dropping down all the way down to third. They come off turn 3. Here we go with 45 now in the lead. .45 does end up leading your 4th lap, and here we go on the 5th lap. They're still 2x2, pack racing all the way to, I do believe this will carry off all the way to the finish. It does seem like teammates, I do believe, yeah, that's the 5 and the 0 are not teammates. Your top 5 is the 45, the 5, the 48, the 0, and the 63. So far, 45 having a decent lead here on the backstretch. But he might end up losing it right here. Number 5 as 5, and I do believe that is Campbell. Yes, that's Campbell in the bottom car. Ends up taking the lead away. No, go that way. Yes, that is a Campbell. Campbell does end up taking the lead, but it doesn't seem... But, oh my lord. Alright. It's trying to tell him, okay, there we go, there's Rice. Does seem like Rice, yes, Rice does end up taking the lead with Nicholas Tord not far behind him, and the 113 car not far behind them. That is Jay Sullivan. Rice taking a very, very nice lead here. The 5 and the 113 sitting there racing. It does end up, the 113 does end up getting a boost. I think that might be the 48 from earlier in this race. Don't quote me on that, Brian. As Benjamin Rice does end up taking the lead, going into turn 3 to take the... With only 2 laps to go. No, they're going into pit. A lot of cars are pitting. I do believe that's most of the field is now... As I do believe this is like Deshaun Benson or something along those lines. No. Jay Sullivan is currently your leader in the 113 car. Sponsored by, I don't remember, Culver's or something like that. With your Hershey Campbell car not far behind. Jay Sullivan still taking a very, very nice lead here. Taking a very nice lead. Good 3-4 car lengths, but they do come into pit finally. Every car is coming to pit. The 107 does end up rounding out our pack. Going to our original pole sitter. Going down the backstretch. Finally coming off the pits. As Coles is not very far behind. Coles isn't very far behind his own, I do believe that's his own teammate in the 17. Do not quote me on that. I do not have all these teams memorized yet. I think so. Yeah, that's Lil Mock. I do believe. There's your former leader, the 48. I'm not sure where they are. It's saying the 17. I don't believe that's very accurate. Who is currently our leader? Our leader is currently Jay Sullivan still. So let's tag along with them here. Inside their own cockpit. Taking a ride with our leader here, Jay Sullivan. Currently riding the low line, but there's not much you can really do here. But it does seem like the 10 car is not that far behind. Not far behind in the second place. Amazing sunset here at Daytona International Speedway, but you know, we're not gonna get that kind of weather during the season. Guarantee you that. Catching up on the 10 is now catching up on the 113's tail. They might go end up side for side on the last lap of the race. I did not realize it was the last lap. He's gonna try to pass, but someone passes both of them. I'm not sure who that is. I think there might have been a wreck. There's no reason you'd be driving that slowly. I do apologize if we have missed a wreck here, but I really am slightly confused here. I think I might have just missed our entire lap. Yes, that was the final lap as they raced down the third line. Let me redo this so that way we can see. All right. The 33 on the final lap does end up taking the lead and will continue to hold the lead throughout the entire I do believe this is our winner. No, it was Sullivan. Right? Sullivan won. Just jump down to Sullivan. No. Sullivan. Lap 8. Yes, mid-pack. Then 8th comes into pit lane. Pits. Who's our winner? Yeah, Jay Sullivan. But they pit. NASCAR Racing 273, everybody. That apparently you can win a race by pitting because NASCAR. I do apologize for missing who actually won this race. I will be turning down some of the settings for a higher FPS and hopefully sooner or later trying to get as many of the a higher frame rate and as nice a car looking as possible. I do apologize, the paint schemes are extremely bland and boring, but I'm not very good at this. So if someone wants to make all the paint schemes, I will send you a list of the sponsors and the car numbers and basic and stuff like that, but other than that, I'm the one that's forced to make all of them. As you come, I really don't know the genders either, so they come around and that will be your end of the race that we missed. And if I go like this, Jay Sullivan coming in first in the 113, the 10 coming in second, Benson coming in third, the 53 coming in fourth, Rice coming in 5th, Carson 6th, Washington 7th, the 67 in 8th, Torres in 9th, and one of the 3 Campbells in running out your top 10. 15th is a Torres, 20 will be Kingston, which was our original pole sitter, and in dead last was Kay Johnson. Time to go to the winner page.